41-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Check. Check 31. Check 30. X3. 218. Chop. These two. 22, 44.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And Bullock will put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 82 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. 44.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. Good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
2nd and 10 now. And it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Yep. Sit. Hey, switch gears.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 31-yard line.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Bring that! 230.
54 Mike. Silver.
Little spacing.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are back within a single score. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ready to break.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost
the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Minshew. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, dude.
Now Foles. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
We go.
Here's Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
58, team 6. Team 6.
Foles. Flushed out right. And he completes it to Westbrook. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Miles Jack gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Recon, 132 fighter. 77. Hey, orbit. Check. Watch.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Snickers. 50.
Throwing throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on, fella.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
From the 36, Foles. They'll let this go for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop the throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go, go, go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Jack 16. Middle. Alert, alert. Takes both of them. SOS. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This will be taken short.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this throw caught left side. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Fournette fighting through. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
What we got? Hey, 7. You go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Go.
Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Five. Let's go, great.
They'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Deeper.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Roethlisberger now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin with a run by Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Easy. These two.
Roethlisberger going deep for Eifert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Foles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Now Foles. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of 15.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now Roethlisberger. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Finding Green, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Bravo!
44, Mike, 44.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He'll let this go. It Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for two. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Tempo. Hey, goal. Sound goal. Hey, wahoo! Go.
Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Roethlisberger. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, go, let's go.
2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Who's 30?
Check. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Like 80.
Mike, 44. I don't think you got it, son.
Show that bench release and go.
Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Middle.
44 Mike. Check. 6 man.
22, 44.
Check cross.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go!
I'm coming after you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Roar. Left out. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's phone.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, alert. Hey, dude.
44's Mike. Check. Rip left.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
77. Hey, team 6.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week.
And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.